Sitting in the water crying, living in the world of crying, talking about the world I see. You gotta breathe, you gotta breathe. And all our head fails automate. It's all corrupted, it's kind of rocking and rolling as the government's growing. I'm wondering what is next. Sitting in the water crying, living in the world of crying, talking about the world I see. You gotta breathe, you gotta breathe. And all I head fails. Living in the water, living in the gutter, living on the bottom line, living on my line. Living in the water, living in the gutter, living on the bottom.
Jo, je to tam! Je to tam! Je to tam!
Breeze. Told my baby that it always matter what he does. I also told him about my tricks of being better buzzed. It's just so good to know he'll change it if we only let him live. And all our head fails. Living in the water, living in the gutter, living on the bottom line, living on my line. Living in the water, living in the gutter, living on the bottom line.
Ty vole, já nemůžu píchat hůkou. Ještě!
Put the roses on my grave when I'm dead. Our children will find their way. Living in the water, living in the gutter, I'm living on the bottom line, living on my line. Living in the water, living in the gutter, I'm living on the bottom line, living on my line. Living in the water, living in the gutter, living on the bottom line, living on my line. Living in the water, living in the gutter, living on the bottom line, living on my line.
Come to decide that the things that I tried were in my life just to get high on. When I sit alone, come get a little known, but I need more than myself this time. Step from the road to the sea to the sky, and I do believe that we rely on. When I lay it on, come get to play it on, all my life to sacrifice. Hey, oh, listen what I say, oh. I got your hey, oh, now listen what I say, oh, oh. When will I know that I really can go to the well one small time to decide on? When it's killing me, when will I really see all that I need to look inside? Come to believe that I better not leave before I get my chance to ride. When it's killing me, what do I really need? All that I need to look inside. Hey, oh, listen what I say, oh.
Je tam, je tam, je tam! Jo! Sorry.
The more I see, the less I know, the more I like to let it go.
Dělej tam.
Deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder, where it's so white as snow, privately divided by a world so undecided, and there's nowhere to go. In between the cover of another perfect wonder for a friend, all the channels that have broken down. Now you bring it up, I'm gonna ring it up just to hear you sing it out. Step from the road to the sea to the sky, and I do believe what we rely on. When I lay it on, come get to play it on, all my life to sacrifice. Hey oh, listen what I say oh, I got your hey oh, listen what I say oh.
Sabato, ha?